For more on this, we're joined by Daniel Elkins, founder of the Special Operations Association of America and Army Special Forces Airborne Sergeant. Sergeant, thank you so much for joining us. Are you confident, based on what you know about today's security operation, that this will go off safely?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show today. After discussions with inside sources this morning and late last night within the military, Capitol Police security, and both members of the House and Senate staff, I believe that there is a strong security presence and things will go smoothly today and without any issues.
I would imagine that at any inauguration, security is pretty tight. But in terms of what happened a couple of weeks ago with that mob that descended on the Capitol, did security basically just have to start from scratch at that point? What have the last 2 weeks been like in terms of trying to figure out how to secure this inauguration?
Absolutely. The strategy development for any security process goes through what we call in the military a SWOT analysis, where we evaluate strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And that's done through a rigorous process to come up with the most likely and the most dangerous courses of action. And once we establish those through reporting, intel collection, and situations that happen in daily reporting, then we are able to engage in mitigating those risks. And that looks like a few things. That could be the expansion of the perimeter, potentially shutting down high avenues of approach in and out of a city, flexing security forces from one checkpoint to another, or rigorous vetting of the security forces on the ground.
There was some reporting that security was still hoping that Joe Biden would be inaugurated indoors somewhere. Do you think that would have been a wiser action, or do you think it's okay for him to be outside?
You know, the security around the inauguration is very robust and elaborate, and the threat metrics that they use to make the determination as whether or not it should be indoor or outdoor is constantly being updated by what's credible and what's not. So I have a high confidence that the Secret Service, in conjunction with the Capitol Police and DOD, have done a complex threat analysis and determined that it is, in fact, safe for the president the president-elect Biden to have his inauguration outside.
We know that the FBI was basically vetting all of the National Guard members who would be working today at the inauguration, and 12 have been removed. It's only a small percentage of the 25,000 who are on duty today. But how alarming is that regardless?
The National Guard is a makeup of our nation. And we have members of the National Guard from every state and territory here in D.C., in excess of 25,000. So the fact that the FBI has been able to identify these potential risks and make adjustments in the security posture really goes to show just how fast and how thorough the vetting is going on.
And just going forward, how much of a risk for Joe Biden is this presidency? We know that he faces a lot of people in this country who don't think that he won. The people who stormed the Capitol are still out there. So what kind of risk is he under? Is he going to have more security than past presidents?
Right. Today, the inauguration is going to go on smoothly. After talking with local law enforcement as well as a few people who are on the ground, I have full confidence in the security posture that's currently under place. And I believe wholeheartedly that there will be no issues with the transition into the White House this afternoon. Moving forward, the threat analysis will be continuing and ongoing. And that's the job of the Secret Service and those who protect the president. And it's based off of active intelligence collection, known reporting, and recent engagements. So it will change over time, and that posture will constantly be reevaluated.
All right, great insight. Daniel Elkins, founder of the Special Operations Association of America and Army Special Forces Airborne Sergeant. Great to have you on this morning. Appreciate it.